In this CoreCon training video, we're going to discuss the integration of CoreCon with your Docusign account. This Docusign account will allow you to control e-signatures, including the routing and document control. There is another video that complements this one that will talk about how to create the Word document templates and add the bookmarks necessary to control these e-signatures through Docusign. We'll also demonstrate the process, how to initiate the Docusign signatures, how to monitor that process, and how to view the documents once the signatures have been added. We'll also see how Docusign will be handled by external collaborators working with your company. To get started, let's go to the global settings in CoreCon and then to eSign. You'll use these steps to link your existing Docusign account to CoreCon, simply by switching the first to yes, and then it'll ask you to log in. Again, you must already have a Docusign account for this to work. You can also select the features that you want to use an e-signature with, shown here. When you're done, click Save. And back to our project. There are standard or default detail report templates that are already uploaded to CoreCon. However, you can also download those and customize for your own needs. We're covering that information in a separate training video. The first example we'll use to illustrate this process is found in the Client Contract Admin. You'll see that there are two prime contracts already available. They've both been marked approved. We're going to choose the second one. Before you begin, it'd be helpful to note the collaborators related to this prime contract. So we're going to click the Edit button and note that the issued by or client, company, and contact name, and the issued to, which is someone from your firm. Then let's click Save and Close. Usually this process would occur after the prime contract is set up, but before it's marked approved. This one's already been marked approved. First thing we want to do is take a look at the reports. This is a fixed lump sum by item detail, and there is a default template here, but I'm going to go down to one that I've already customized, and I'm going to first preview this. You'll see at the bottom there's already provisions made for the signatures for both the client, customer, or project owner, as well as someone from your company. We're going to go back one more time. We're going to click Save PDF to Linked Files and click OK. When we did that, if you scroll to the bottom of the Prime Contract Info page, you'll see a linked file ready to go. To initiate the process, we're going to go over to Actions and we're going to click on eSign. Then we'll click Initiate eSign, and we're going to use a sequential order to track these signatures. And you can see the first one is the client or customer. So we're going to go ahead and select the company. We're just identifying who we want to show there. And the contact, we'll use signer as the option. And then the signer number 2 would be someone in your company. So we'll tag those. They do have to have valid email addresses. There's already a third one added, but I'm going to take that one away. So now we have 2 to be signed sequentially. And you'll see the preview of the email that will be sent out. And then we're going to click Send Document. Once that's done, if you scroll back down to the linked files again, you'll see the process is going to be monitored and the steps in that process are color-coded. Next, your external collaborator, in this case the client, customer, or project owner, will receive an email. That will look something like this. For your customer to sign, your customer will copy the validation code in the email and click Resume Signing. When they do, a window will pop up like this. They can paste that authentication code, hit Tab one time, click Validate. They'll need to click a disclosure and then click Continue. Then they can click on Start, and it's going to take them to every location that a signature or initials are required. will click sign. They'll see a representation or preview of their signature, and they can click adopt and sign, and then click finish, and then click no thanks. Now we'll move these out of the road. If you recall, the second signer in the sequence was someone from your company. They will receive a very similar email. They will also copy a validation code, click resume signing, and a window like this will pop up. We'll just paste that authentication code, hit tab one time, click validate. They will also need to agree to the disclosure, click continue, click start. It takes them right to where they need to sign. They click sign. In this case, the signature had previously been adopted, so it didn't ask that question. But if it were the first time, it would have asked the same, and then we click finish. You can click no thanks. Now I'm going to go to the top here, because we've done this in a very rapid sequence, so I'm going to hit the refresh button. And when I scroll down to the linked files, you'll see that the color code now is green. That's telling you that both signers have already signed this document. If you want to see what it looks like, go over to Actions and click View eSign File. We'll pop this open in PDF. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll see the certified signatures have been added for both the customer or client as well as someone from your company, like a project manager or contract administrator. Docusign handles the document control, monitors the progress, and returns the file to your CoreCon record or transaction for you. In the meantime, you'll also be getting emails as to the progress. Let's close that. And back to the top of the prime contract. Let's do one more as an example. We'll go back to Project Home, same project, go to Procurement, and go to Purchase Orders. There's already a purchase order set up. Usually this would remain in pending status. We'll open the details. I'm going to click Edit, just so it's easier to note who the vendor and contact is for the purchase order, as well as who in your company is responsible for authorization. Back to the PO. Once again, we go up to Reports, PO Detail. Instead of using the default, I'm going to use one that I've already custom added the bookmarks to. And we're going to save PDF to link files. Click OK. Come down to the attachment we just created. Go to Actions, click eSign, initiate eSign, and this time we're going to select Parallel. So the invitation to sign will go out to both at the same time. It'll show as complete once both have signed and returned the document. Then we'll go to the supplier, add the supplier's company, contact name, note it has an email. They'll be the first. However, since we're using Parallel, both signers will also show as first. Then we'll select your company, the contact or authorized signature, noting it has an email. If I wanted others to be aware of the document flow, I can also add additional signers, but mark them as carbon copy, which will not require them to sign the document. Keep scrolling down. You can also see a preview of the email, then send document. When we scroll down to that, again, you'll see again it's yellow. The supplier just received an email. For them to sign this, copy the validation code, click resume signing. A window in their browser will pop up. They can paste that authentication code in, hit tab one time, click validate, acknowledge the disclosure, click continue. Then click start, and you'll see that the signature is already positioned right where it should be under the supplier's company name and contact. We'll click sign. They've already adopted the signature, so all they have to do is click adopt and sign, and then click finish. They don't have to sign up for an account, so they can click no thanks. In the meantime, the authorized contact in your company also received an email at the same time that looks almost identical. They will copy the validation code, click resume signing. A little window will pop up that looks like this. They paste that access code in there, hit tab one time, click validate. Again, they'll click to acknowledge the disclosure, click continue, click start. Their signature also is already positioned under your company's name and the contact's name or the authoriser's name. They just have to click sign and finish. They also can skip over the login by clicking no thanks. We'll move that back out of the road. Now back to our purchase order. We're just going to hit the refresh, and you can see now the progress is now showing as green, which means all signatures have come back. So let's go to the actions. We're going to view eSign file. Of course, your logo would appear here. And if we scroll down, you'll see someone from your company has electronically signed and the supplier has electronically signed it. Also noted the date of the signature for you. And we'll close.